Hello and a warm welcome to Sarat Chandra IAS Academy, where your dreams are our mission. This is Yatharth here. In today's video, we'll visit the Western Ghats. We have already visited the Himalayas as well as the Vindhyachal mountain system. We already dealt with the prelims questions which came about the Amarkantak Hills in 2023. Alright, in this video, we'll dealing with the Western Ghats, this side. Take care, not the Eastern Ghats, this side. Alright, we'll also see what prelims questions can be asked from this region as well as what environmental issues from this region are in news currently. Alright, so let's move on to the map. So this is a map. Just a second. So we have already dealt with these mountains, the Vindhyas, the Satpuras here in the central part of India. We also talked about the Amarkantak Hills which are located here. Alright. We also talked about the Maikal Hill ranges, the Mahadev, Ajanta ranges, Balaghat ranges. These we have not covered dedicatedly. All right. In what we'll today we're talking about the Western Ghats. They start from the bottom of Maharashtra and also include the Goa here, the Karnataka as well. All right. Baba Budan Hills are the very famous hill of the Karnataka here, the highest peak. Then there is Anaimudi in Kerala. This is also the highest peak of the Western Ghat. Alright, there is Anamalai, Cardamom Hills, Dodabetta, Nilgiri Hills. This Seshachalam Hills is in Eastern Ghats, alright, in the Andhra Pradesh. Then there is Harish Chandra Range, etc. So we'll be talking about all this in today's lecture. Let's move forward. Just a second. Also, we'll not be talking about these hills. We've already covered Himalayas. So you can watch that lecture. We have already covered the Vindhyachals. And in today's lecture, we'll be covering the Western Ghat. If you remember, we have already covered also with along with the Himalayas, the eastern mountain ranges, northeastern mountain ranges, Patkaibam, etc. Alright, so today we'll just be covering the Western Ghats. Then after we'll move on to these central mountain ranges and the eastern mountain ranges. And then finally to the Eastern Ghats. Alright, let's start. So, talking about the geographical extent of the Western Ghat is of primary importance for us for prelims. So, Western Ghat extend from the Satpura range in the north. Alright, they start from the bottom of the Satpura range. From here. Go south past Goa, through Karnataka and into the Kerala and Tamil Nadu. And at Kanyakumari, embracing Indian Ocean. Alright, so which states are included in the Western Ghat? State included are Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Alright, a chain of mountain that runs parallel to India's western coast, that is why it's known as the Western Ghat, approximately 30 to 50 km inland. Okay, please remember this data, this is very important, that these are 30 to 50 km inland. Alright. These mountains cover an area of around 1,40,000 square kilometer in 1600 kilometer long stretch. So this data is also important, that they are almost 1600 kilometer long. Alright, let's move further. So which mountain ranges are covered in the Western Ghat? The Nilgiri ranges southeast of Mysore in Karnataka meet the Shivaroys, that in Sharvarian range, and Tirumala range further east, linking the Western Ghat to the Eastern Ghat. So this is very important data again. Alright, this can be asked directly in the prelims. That which of these ranges connect the Eastern Ghat to the Western Ghat. So Tirumala ranges will be the prime candidate, and then will be the Shivaroy ranges. One more thing, the peak of the Anaimudi in Kerala is the highest peak in Western Ghat. This is another prelims question that has been asked multiple times, as well as the highest peak in India outside the Himalayas. Let's further talk about the famous hill stations there. So, range is home to many hill stations like Matheran, Lonavala, Khandala. These are all Mahabaleshwar as well. These are all located in the Maharashtra. This Kodagu is located in Karnataka. It is also known as Coorg, more famously known as Coorg. This is a very good place. Kudremukh is also located in Karnataka only. Alright, so let's see some further hills here, which we are talking about. So Ajanta we saw, this is in Maharashtra, not included in Western Ghats. Alright, Balaghat ranges is included. Then there is Harish Chandra range. This is also furthermore, let's say more inland. Alright, this Balaghat range is also more inland. These are not included in Western Ghat primarily. Okay, this continuous stretch you can see here, which runs from the north to south in the western direction. This continuous stretch is included in the Western Ghat, and there are multiple peaks here. Alright, I'll just highlight this portion. So anything that is coming out of these ranges is not included in Western Ghat. Alright. These are all connecting ranges which connect the Western Ghat to the Eastern Ghat, such as Tirumala ranges, etc. Alright. So which ranges we see? Baba Budan Hills. These are in Karnataka. Then there is Nilgiri Hills. Alright. Anamalai Hills, Anaimudi, Agasthyamala, Cardamom Hills. These are all located in Kerala, Tamil Nadu border, mostly in Tamil Nadu. And this Anaimudi is the highest peak located here. So this is very important. Alright, Anaimudi. Furthermore, Anaimudi basically means the head of an elephant. Alright, it looks like the head of an elephant. It looks like this. Alright. So let's move on to the rivers now. That which rivers are flowing through the Western Ghats. So there are two type of rivers. Either they will flow in the west direction, or they'll flow from Western Ghat in the eastern direction. So west flowing rivers we are talking about. These rivers that originate in the Western Ghats and flow towards west are Periyar. This is famous in Kerala. Or alright, Bharatapuza, Netravati. Netravati is one tributary of the Kaveri. It is located, it can be seen in Mangalore. There is the Sharavati. Sharavati also a tributary of Kaveri, can be seen in Mangalore, Mandovi, etc. The west flowing rivers of Western Ghats are fast moving, owing to the short distance traveled and steeper gradient, because this is more steep in the western side. Alright, in eastern side, this is more like this. Alright, there's a gradient. So this makes Western Ghat more useful in terms of production of hydroelectricity. In the which side? The steep gradient is towards the west side. So that is why it can be used in the production of hydroelectricity. Furthermore, let's see the east flowing rivers. So the river that originate in Western Ghat and flow towards the east or Bay of Bengal, let's say, include three major rivers: Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri, and many smaller tributary rivers such as Tunga, Bhadra, Bhima, Malaprabha, Ghat Prabha, Hemavati, Kabini. Alright, Kabini is also very famous tributary of a bigger river. So all these are very important, and mostly the east flowing rivers are very important, which flow into the Bay of Bengal eventually. Alright, so these east flowing rivers are comparatively slower moving and eventually merge into larger rivers such as Kaveri and Krishna. Alright, let's talk about the climate and vegetation now. So the forest of the site includes some of the best representatives of non-equatorial, tropical, evergreen forests. So please take care of all these terms. So first of all, they are non-equatorial. Of course, the equator does not pass through India. Alright, so non-equatorial is still tropical. And they are completely evergreen, not semi-evergreen, etc. They are completely evergreen forests. Whatever season you go there, it's always green. And are home to at least 325 globally threatened flora, because they are endemic to here and the habitat is reducing. Alright, so primary region of threatening wildlife in the Western Ghat is reducing habitat or habitat loss. So which includes flora, fauna, bird. We recently talked about traffic as well. In the last lecture only we talked about traffic and Tamil Nadu. Alright, but it was related to the marine system, sharks. So please read about that also. Okay, so the high mountain forest, that means the forests which are located on the higher ranges of the mountains. Forest ecosystem influence the Indian monsoon weather pattern. Furthermore, the Ghats act as a key barrier in the monsoon, intercepting the rain-laden monsoon winds that sweep in front of the southwest during late summer. So winds which are coming from Arabian Sea, they are stopped by the Western Ghats here. The western slopes have tropical and subtropical moist broadleaf forest marked predominantly by rosewood, mahogany, cedar, etc. So please remember about this also. These forests or these trees are also found in the Himalayan ranges. Alright, broadleaf forest. So we need to take care that these are also found in the Western Ghats. Furthermore, these slopes appear green in almost all parts of the year because they are mountain and evergreen. No time is fixed, however, when these trees would shed their leaves. So this can be asked in a prelims statement. Is it true or false? So the eastern slopes of the Western Ghat have dry as well as moist deciduous forest, because this is more towards the central Indian region. Let's say we are talking about the complete Western Ghat, so this is more towards the central Indian region or eastern Indian region. Okay, so they have dry as well as moist deciduous forest, which means which shed their leaves. In the western side we saw evergreen plus mountain broadleaf. In the eastern side we see the moist deciduous, moist because of the tropical nature, but deciduous. So they are marked predominantly by the teak, sal, sesame, sandalwood trees. All right, both of these were asked in prelims last year only. Teak was asked in 2023 prelims. All right. Furthermore, let's see the wildlife. So the Nilgiri marten, brown palm civet, striped-necked mongoose, Indian brown mongoose, Indian small Indian civet, and leopard cat. All right, and there are multiple endemic species also, such as the lion-tailed macaque. This was also asked in the prelims 2023. About its habit, whether it is a daytime, nocturnal, which type of animal it is. Okay, so many species are endemic. Endemic means only found in that certain area restricted. Okay, such as the Nilgiri tahar. It's also known as the Hemitragus hylusrus and the lion-tailed macaque. At least 325 globally threatened, we saw in the IUCN data list, species occur in the Western Ghat. Furthermore, the globally threatened flora and fauna in the Western Ghat are represented by 229 plant species, 31 mammal species. What we see here is that we see more plant species than the animal species. Alright, so majorly plants are the one which are threatened in the Western Ghat. So this can itself be asked as a statement. Alright, next let's see the protected areas. So Western Ghat is home to India's 2 biosphere reserves. How many biosphere reserves? 2 biosphere reserves, 13 national parks, several wildlife sanctuaries, and many reserve forests. The Nilgiri Biosphere Reserves form the largest contiguous protected area in the Western Ghat. This can be asked in prelims. Alright, please take care. It comprised the evergreen forest of Nagarhole. Nagarhole is in Karnataka. Deciduous forests of Bandipur National Park. This is also in Karnataka again. And Nugu in Karnataka, and adjoining regions of Wayanad. This is in Kerala. And Mudumalai National Park in the state of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. The Silent Valley National Park in Kerala is among the last tracts of virgin tropical evergreen forest in India. Why is it known as Silent Valley? Because there is no cricket sound in it. Cricket means jhingur. Alright, so there is no cricket sounds in it at the night. That's why it's known as the Silent Valley. Some more important prelims points, let's see. So Western Ghats are also known as the Sahyadri Hills. This range is called Sahyadri in northern Maharashtra and Saya Parvatam in Kerala. The northern portion of the narrow coastal plain between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea is known as the Konkan Coast. Alright, very famous area of India, the Konkan area. The central portion is called Kannada, and the southern portion is known as Malabar region or the Malabar coast. The foothill region of east of the Ghats in Maharashtra is known as the Desh. Alright, we are talking about the foothill region of the east here, this side. Okay, not this side. So it's known as the Desh. While the eastern foothill of central Karnataka is known as the Malanadu. Okay, Malanadu. Nadu basically means home. Okay, such as the Tamil Nadu, so home of the Tamils. Tulu Nadu, the home of the Tulus. So Malanadu means the home of the Malas. Okay, in the south, the range is known as the Nilgiri Malai in Tamil Nadu. Mala means mountain or Parvat. Okay, so Malai means the Nilgiri Parvat in Tamil Nadu. It is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which the complete Western Ghat. It is also one of the 8 hotspots of biological diversity in the whole world due to its high level of biological diversity and endemism. Endemism means that the vegetation, let's say the habitat or the animals, the flora and fauna basically are area restricted. They are not found elsewhere. The mountains of the Western Ghat are block mountains. These are 2 views actually. regarding the geology of the mountains of Western Ghat, that either they are block mountains and formed due to the down warping or submersion of a part of land into the Arabian Sea. This is the first view. And the second view is that the mountains of Western Ghat are not true mountains. They are actually faulted edge of the Deccan Plateau. This is the view number 2. Alright, let's see the rock structure. So the major rocks found in the region include the basalt, the charnoctites, granite, gneiss, condolites, leptinite, metamorphic gneiss with detached occurrences of crystalline limestone, iron ore, dolotrites, and anorthites. So this is basically about the Western Ghats. Okay, in the next lecture, we'll be dealing with forest fires in Nilgiris. So why is this occurring? Alright, so let's finish this lecture here. It's going to be too long otherwise. So let's see in the next lecture. Thank you very much for your presence here. I'll see you in the next lecture.